Okay guys, we are on Michael Avenue. We got a viewer request today. My viewer said they wanted to see like a lot on the corner, and I have no idea. I did see like a for sale one down here. This is a long street. It goes all the way down to Denise, which is paved, and across it, and we're not going to go across it because that is pretty bad over the other side of Denise with sugar dirt. But we'll give you an idea of what the hood looks like out here. It is very chill out here, kind of far back into the Lake Estates. And the Lake Estates are famous for not having street signs, so I have no idea what that road was we passed. Oh, here's a for sale. It's not on the corner, but it is a for sale lot. I guess it could be kind of on the corner of that one. But this is basically what it looks like on both sides of the street, all the way down, I assure you. Some nice trees here. I'm a good old boy. You know my mama loves me, but she don't understand. They keep showing my hands and not my face on TV. You know, I cranked the volume down on my mic a little bit too. I went down a couple notches, so we're gonna test and see how that is. And there is a free mattress on that corner. Yeehaw. Dang it, Bo. And another free mattress to our right there. We went to the new business in town, the tattoo shop. And we're going to film a little in there, but the owner wasn't in, so I highly doubt the owner will be watching this, but we did stop by. Then we went to Walmart. Driver formerly known as James needed to get some Mexicano foods. And then we stopped back by. Okay, and this is another street with no street signs. So I have no idea what street it is. That is a big problem out here, especially when people are like, hey, could you go do, you know, Kimbaya Street or whatever, and you're trying to find it and there's no sign. But luckily Michael has some signs, so we found it. And to my viewer who made the request, thank you for the request. We've had 2 back-to-back requests. We enjoy doing them. It gives us something to do, and people enjoy seeing them, so. And hopefully this is the side of Michael that your property is on, but we just can't do the other side across the highway up here. Michael, what is this one?
Ken Street.
Ken?
K-I-N.
Huh.
Ken Street.
Carry me home to see my Ken. Sweet home Michael Dirt Road. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Driver formerly known as James shaking her head. There's a purple mailbox. That's unusual. I've never seen a purple mailbox before. Very nice.
Eggplant.
Huh?
It's eggplant purple.
It's fuchsia. Fuchsia.
No, fuchsia's like a pink. It's got pink.
Mauve. Come on now.
Eggplant.
Okay, this was a drive down Michael Street, and it goes across, and it's pretty bad down there. I seen that my viewer who requested this has a tiny home, Hopefully you do not have a tiny car to live out here. In fact, a four-wheel drive truck would probably be for the best. Let's see. We'll go ahead and drive you into town. Why not? I have to figure out how to delete stuff off of here too. I have no idea how to delete videos off my card. And that could run into a problem. When your card is full, it stops recording. So I think I'm going to make that a priority tonight. And try to figure out how to get some videos off of here. Well, there's tons of for sale stuff out here. That sign is littered with for sale properties. That road back there. You know, this is just something I do, like if I was interested in moving somewhere. Dang, look at all these for sales. Crazy. If I was interested in, moving somewhere, I would want to know, like, how long it would take me to drive to CVS, and you can see it in real time. So, my favorite Bible story is Noah's Ark. And when I was a kid, the know-it-all that I was certain. Huh?
Know-it-all.
I was certain that was proof that the whole thing was just a bunch of hooey. Because how are you going to build a ship like that? And then how are you going to get all these critters to, I figured I seen Noah out there with like a safari hat and a net and a rope, going and getting elephants and lions. And I was just, this is all hogwash, but you know what? I believe it now. I really do. And I'm sure that Noah probably had nothing to do with getting the critters on the ark. It was God's will that put them on there. What do you think, Robert, formerly known as James? And the guy, I can't think of his name now. I was just watching a video on him. Couldn't have been 2 weeks ago. And it's out in the Turkish mountains. And I can't even remember the name of the mountain, but they found an ark, and the Turkish government actually built a little national park there. It's called Noah's Park. And I believe that is the remnants of Noah's Ark. I really do. So you could YouTube that, just put in like Noah's Park, Turkey, and that'll probably come up. Any number of videos about it. He also found the remnants of an old stone structure that would have been where Noah and his wife and family lived at when they first got their land legs again. Very interesting. And there was a tombstone which they believed was Noah's wife's, and it had a boat on a big wave on the tombstone. And this isn't like something new that was just built. This is ancient stuff. I just thought I'd talk about that for a sec. Kind of keep anyone who's listening and not just watching entertained. Tell me your thoughts. What do you think of Noah's Ark? Do you have a favorite Bible story? You're like the Bible knowledge expert. They also found Sodom and Gomorrah. And that is amazing. And it's crazy because it's out in, the middle of nowhere, and anybody could walk up to it. There's no fences, no ropes. Nobody's selling t-shirts or magnets. And anybody could walk out there and molest it and whatever, but there's balls of sulfur. And these balls of sulfur are like 98% sulfur. And they exist nowhere on Earth but there. And you could tell they were like, fell from a great distance. is crazy. And they're out there lighting them on fire, and they immediately engulf in flames and burn like crazy. Now I gotta watch this to make sure I don't run out of space on my car. If I do, I do, but we're gonna try to get you to town. And again, I did not look at the clock.
It's been like 5 minutes.
5 minutes? So you're 5 minutes into your drive to town, and it'll probably be about another 5 minutes till we get there, so. This is the Lake Estates, where, you know, there are tons of lakes out here, and I don't know the names of all of them, so. Like I've said a million times, there are about 782 lakes in Interlachen, and I know like the names of like a dozen of them, and probably have known all of them, but forgotten. Over time, there's our Big Brother is watching you. Crazy. This right here was going to be a Dollar General market, like a Dollar General grocery store, but everything has been halted there. Apparently there was some faux pas in planning.
Speaking of markets, grocery stores, guess who no longer delivers groceries in Florida?
Who?
Kroger.
Really?
Quit.
That's all we seen was Kroger delivery vans for a
Yeah, I
while.
loved Kroger. That's what we had up in Tennessee. And I liked it. Had a lot of different stuff.
Anyway, this is Highway 315. We're still recording, it looks like. I need to get some kind of grip on this camera. I'm holding it handheld, and I've noticed that my hands probably aren't as steady as they once were. So I apologize for any shakiness, but I will get some kind of a grip, as well as getting the microphone clip-on attachment, which is called a mutt or a muppet. It's like a big fuzzy thing that you set up here. And to all my viewers who have already seen this drive a million times, we understand if you don't want to, you don't have to watch the whole thing. But you know, I think there's a certain value to this kind of vanilla drive kind of thing. You can kind of come here and just get away from the zaniness of the world. It's getting crazier and crazier by the day, and
Sadder.
huh?
It's getting sadder by the
Sadder, more disgusting, more
day. Depressing.
all of that works. And you know, this is just a good little vanilla outing. Well, there's nothing zany going on, and I think that's good for people. I do. I really enjoy watching Rusty 78609. Definitely a huge influence on me. I enjoy watching his videos, just talking about whatever and riding around. Okay, and I think we can officially call this town. Over to your left was C.H. Price Middle School. It is now defunct, and I think they're using that as an adult education center where you can go in and get your GED. Pretty certain that's going to be an RV park. Have I said that already? Notice James just frowns.
Ricky Fonseca said, "Why do you think this is going to be an RV park?"
Oh, he asked why?
Yeah, he asked that in one of your videos. And
I missed that. I don't get notifications. Once you comment on my video and I comment back, I don't get any notifications, so I have to go and check. And
I didn't answer him because I don't know.
well, I think it's going to be if Ricky, if you're watching this, and I don't have any reason to think you are, but if you're watching, and I'll go in and comment on the video too. But there was a YouTuber named 100% Dad who was based out of that property, and he made a video saying that he was going to turn that into an RV park. That guy on the motorcycle there. Only way you can get through to the driver formerly known as James.
What?
Anyway, we're going to go into Hitchcock's here and end our video. So this is your nearest grocery store from Michael Street. And your nearest Dollar General. There's 2 more Dollar Generals down the way. One of them is in Hollister, but it's still only like a couple miles down to that one. And you can have yourself a Domino's pizza delivered if you were so inclined. And they bring it in one of them fancy little electric cars. This is Hitchcock's. Although technically it's not really Hitchcock's, it's Interlachen Foods. They just aren't taking the sign down. They're not in any rush to. And of course you have Ace Hardware over yonder. Chinese food, New York Chinese. I'll tell you what, I'm not a big fan of the food here, but their egg rolls are outstanding in there. I love their egg rolls. You got a little thrift shop, smoke shop, government service, non-services basically, where they hold their palm out and point to it. You owe me $100 for a new sticker. Get out of here. Alright, there's your Ace Hardware. Plaque is 15 miles down the road, where they do have Home Depot and Lowe's, Walmart, everything else. This is just what we have here. Alright everybody, thank you for watching. To my viewer, thank you for the request. There's just no way we could show you the entirety of Michael Street, but you get the idea of where it is and where it's located in conjunction with town. And we will see you guys all very soon, and peace.